Greetings, Yoma World Corp. I just got off the phone with a bunch of people this Saturday, PM, and a couple of other departments. It was really fun. We Skyped, and I found out I'm at my sister's apartment complex in Old Bridge, New Jersey, and it was a little dark in there, so I moved her office out here so we could have a better viewing type of situation. We don't have time for Trivial Pursuit today because we have lots of questions. Here's your Trivial Pursuit. My sister has a Jeep, and I have a Jeep. They're two different colors. Which one do you think is mine? There you go. No prize for that one. So, number one, we have determined this is going to be for college, not for high school. I talked to the meeting people this morning, everybody that was in the meeting, and they have decided to go in that direction. Number two, Aaron is in an entrepreneurial program that's run by Kent. He's the director for the Center of Entrepreneurship. So, he basically said there is a site called steveblank.com. It's going to talk about lean startups. There's a lean launch pad, really a lot about building companies. Aaron's going to present us with some information that the whole entire organization needs to look at. I'm also going to present Aaron and the PM with some information, 16 steps on really what an organization should be built out for venture funding capital. I typically have that in all of my classes. I did not post it in this class because I didn't want you to be so structured on building a business plan that we didn't actually build a concept. So I think it's ready for you to see what a business plan really should look like and see those 16 steps. And then Steve Blank is a professor at Stanford, so I'm certain that he has a lot of information on his site that is going to be very valuable. I have not had time to look at it because I literally just hung up with the meeting this morning, so I have not gone in there, but I think you should, and Aaron will update us on that. Number three, next week we're going to move forward with value propositions. The team told me this morning that they're going to start asking people on campus and ask questions on where should this really, what is the value of this game? What's really going to promote people to do it? So are we going to sororities and fraternities? What are we doing with this? But we definitely need to find where that value added is, and they're going to start working on this. Number four, this is really cool. The group told me this morning that there is some disgruntled people out there because the concept of the departments is bottlenecking. So they are going to put up a blog. So every single time that you are curious, you just go look at the blog, and they're going to update that a couple of times a week. So that's going to be a fabulous thing for you to follow along in class instead of just going into each department, which gets a little annoying. I agree. I don't like it either. So this blog is going to be running, and they'll update you with that as well. Also, Google Docs. They're going to set up a Google Docs for us so we can actually put all the documents. Let's say you're in marketing and you come up with a cool logo or a cool saying, that's going to go into Google Docs, so all of you will have access to that. Number six, grading. This is the funny thing. I know that we struggle with the grading since we are an organization now and we aren't a class. This is what I'm asking you to do. We have 50% of our grade left. 20% of that is DQs. So DQ 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all worth 5%. You've already submitted your report sheets for 7, so you have 8, 9, and 10. The grade sheets are basically your report as you go to an organization. You are telling me how much you're doing on the project, so be honest. If you're doing a lot, give yourself a 5. If you're mediocre, give yourself a 3, and if you're not doing anything at all, give yourself a 0 or a 1. No one else is grading you on this with the exception of yourself. Don't embarrass yourself and give yourself a 5 on your team and submit it to your lead that goes to the project manager, that comes to me, that goes into Gradebook by Heather, and give yourself a grade that you don't deserve. This is accountability on you. So your team members, your department members are going to scratch their head and wonder, why are you giving yourself a 5? You haven't even shown up, you haven't done anything. Well, if you don't do anything, but you're actually doing it at home and nobody knows about it, either A, share it, or B, tell them why you still get a 5 and give the documentation, whatever it is that you've worked on. So this 20% that we have for 7, 8, 9, and 10 is all about you. No one else is grading you with the exception of yourself. Everyone sees your grade, but you're the one that's grading. We have 30% left when we build this whole entire concept together. That is the only time your team members are going to grade you. No one is going to see what your grade is from your team members' input, with the exception of me and Heather, who puts those grades in. So for example, when we get down to that 30%, You're going to tell me exactly how much you've put into this project, and the people that you worked in your department, you're going to tell me what you think of them and what they should get as well. That's going to go to me, and I'm going to calculate that. And I may have a heart-to-heart with you if I see that 4 people say that you've done nothing and you say you've done everything. So we will have, it's like an annual review at a corporation. We will have conversations with each other one-on-one at the end of the year if I see discrepancies with grades. I do not want anyone in this organization getting a higher grade than they deserve, because there are a lot of people that are working very, very hard, and those people deserve A's, and I can already see a lot of the A's surfacing. I know who a lot of the A students are already. But if you're going to be mediocre, then you need to know that you need to grade yourself that way. And I'm not going to let a lot of people that have done a lot of hard work walk out the door with A's and then have mediocre people walk out the door with A's as well. So there will be a balance. Just hold yourself accountable. And it's going to be that 30% that's going to be significant to your grade, which 30% literally, it will leave you at a 70 if you don't do anything. So just think ethics. Don't lie to anybody. Don't lie to your team members. Don't do anything. If you get fired from your department, which I have not heard of anybody getting close to doing, but you could potentially get fired from your department. Your department may collectively decide you're not doing anything. They may send you off an email and say, step it up, or could you go please join a different department? You're probably not happy here in this department. Or don't do anything and just take the 70%, assuming you've got A's on everything else. So literally, remember, you can get fired. Don't lie to people. Don't tell them that you're doing something when you're not. Just start working really heavily. So hopefully that covers, basically they're not grades. It's up to you what you're going to do in this class. It's up to you what you do in this organization. I don't care what your grade is. I want to help you business-wise. So on December 13th, when we have our party, I'm going to hand out letters of recommendation for your internship. If you're a C student, you don't want a recommendation from me because I'm going to say this person's mediocre. Hire them. They'll probably be mediocre at your firm as well. So anybody that has a good grade and has done things, I will put down the exact things that you've done, how stellar you were, and you're going to be able to use that on your resume for 5-6 months, however long we've been in this class and however long you work on it. So there we have it. Hope that covers that. Number 7. Liberty and social media said that you guys are going to work on the change of the look. Clearly, nobody in college wants to deal with fluffy clouds, so I'm glad that you're doing that. Number 8, I was informed this morning with the meeting that next week they're going to more clearly define the game and how it works. Again, this is a across the board, multiple input, so it's not a real department. It's really, how are we going to define this game and sell it? Number 9. Monica came up with a really good slogan that she sent off to me. Do YOMO. You know, we're looking for those real catchy terms that do you YOMO. That could be something that could spread across the nation. Do you YOMO, which is do you help other people? In fact, I have quite a few shirts. This is the YOMO shirt. I'm wearing one. This is the YOMO shirt right here, and I have quite a few of these, I think, in stock. I have a friend that I bought a bunch of shirts, and he has a printing company. I think I have some of those. If I do, they're all female shirts, so for the males it's not going to help. He may have used them for something else. I don't know. But I do have a very good friend that owns a printing company, so I can get shirts done very, very, very quickly, get the actual shirts at cost. And I can give you guys the site if you want to see what shirts we can pick from. But if I have some of these left, I'll put the emblem on them, I'll send them to you, or I'll bring them out December 13th, and I'll get some men's shirt for you guys as well. Let's see, where are we going? Friday, December 13th, we've decided that we're going to really focus in on the Indiegogo campaign. We will launch probably around the 13th when we come to that party, and it might be a better idea just to have all of you in the Indiegogo clip. So we might just film that on the 13th and start to structure it so the campaign's ready to launch, and then do the taping for the actual campaign on the 13th when we have our party. We're not going to be able to launch this and sell it by the 13th. We're probably going to be at the formalized area where we're ready to go. So just keep that in mind. We're going to do that. Number 11, department. Feel free to cut any footage like this, any departments. If you guys sit down and talk about something and you want to talk to the class, load it up, stick it on your iPhone and put it onto YouTube. Send it. Multiple people have access into this class. The project managers and the IT team both can get into the class, submit announcements, do whatever they want to. So if you want things done, just contact them and they can announce it for you or load anything that you want to. Number 12, Harry and Marion. I was going to go down and tape them today, but I got a little bit too busy, so I had a telephone call with them, and I have submitted an email to a couple of people to introduce them together. Marion is going to help with the grants department. I have actually hooked Tammy and Marion up via email, and then Harry is more of an app developer, and he's an IT guy, so he's an idea generator, and he absolutely loves helping people. In fact, both of them absolutely love helping people. They spend most of their lives going out to help people. So they like this concept of going out and getting young people, promoting them to actually help people. So they are going to start slowly wandering in. They are I haven't updated them until this morning, so they may be a little bit behind, so help them out. You might see them posting around and doing things, and they will actually be listed in the staff section, so you will be able to see their pictures along with Heather's and mine. So there you have that. And then lastly, the Bethany thing. Continue to send me your pictures. I need those pictures. I think I've got about 6 of them. We've decided that I'm going to write the script for this. We decided we're going to use your pictures, and there's going to be, I don't know exactly what time we're going to do this. My crew comes in Wednesday afternoon. I'll be speaking all day Thursday, and they fly out Friday. So sometime on Wednesday evening, we're going to get a group of people together, and some of them won't even be in this class. In fact, it was one of those, who do we put in this? If it's BSU people, who cares? But that will be an update on Wednesday. If we're going to have a meeting place, and you guys can all jump in on Skype to be live on this. And then I want to have a couple of you actually Skype on your own if you're at home. So I can get up to 10 people singly Skyped, and then a group of you will meet someplace. Just so you know, my Skype name is Melissa_Luke 777. So MELISSA_Luke 777. That is my Skype name, so you will be able to Skype in. We'll have to beta test with that. I'll give you a little bit of updates on that a little bit later, but Ashley's dog is now officially our mascot. She ended up sending me the cutest picture of her dog with a ball in his mouth, so we now have a mascot, and he's going up on that as well. So try to get a Skype account. They're free, but that's our target market is Skype and Bethany. So Bethany, this is what we just talked about this morning as well, made the skinny margarita. That's why I'm having this here. You're going to need, if you show up on the Wednesday class, you are going to need to have something promoting Bethany. So I would suggest that you guys go get some skinny margaritas or something like that to put it in. Get yourself some glasses and put it in there. We're promoting her and Skype. So we have to use Bethany's skinny margaritas, and we have to use Skype, and we have to really engage the whole entire thing. And remember, marketing, when you look at sponsorship, you want to involve the sponsor. So that's really a good thing for us since we're going to the university setting, because if we do end up getting that $20,000 and we have our launch party, guess who's going to sponsor the launch party? It's going to be something like Bethany with fabulous cocktails, that type of thing. So we got to hone in on that. So don't get mad at me because I have cocktails in my video. They're necessary. So Wednesday, we're gonna try to get as many of you together. We don't have a time yet. I know it's short notice, but we're gonna run with this as quick as we can. So there's my 13 things for a day. I know it's a long clip, but I will be in touch with you in Phoenix probably on Thursday or Friday. Good luck. Keep going forward. I'm very proud of this class, and have fun.